Today's video, we are talking about floor plans, and one of the most versatile floor plans in Mandalay Bay is the Farringham floor plan, which is right behind me. I'm going to show you the before version as well as an after version, talking about some of the pros and cons of this floor plan and what to look for if you are looking to buy a home out here in Mandalay. So the Farringham floor plan is the second largest of the 6 floor plans in Mandalay Bay. And if you're curious what the other 5 floor plans look like, there'll be a link below to all the floor plans, including this one. The key things to know about the Farringham floor plan is one of the few floor plans that actually have a downstairs bedroom with a full bath, which is a very nice added feature considering 40% of these homes are second homes for people, so you have guests over a lot. Walk with me and I'll show you kind of the things that people do when they buy this floor plan. So when it comes to remodeling this floor plan, there's a lot you can do, and that's what makes it such a versatile floor plan. A lot of people will go one level with the flooring. If you do like the step downs, then this floor plan is ready to go for you. Also, people nowadays, they want an open concept. So they get rid of this wall, they keep the post, open it up. What also you can do is you can get rid of the fireplace. At that point, if you want to get rid of the post, you can do a beam and have a full-on open concept downstairs. One level with a downstairs bedroom and a full bath, which is kind of hard to beat. Pros of this particular property here is that notice we're on a green belt. So the green belt is owned by the city of Oxnard. It's maintained by them, but what it does do, it gives you a lot more added light. So south facing, more sunlight, west facing off the dock, more afternoon sunlight, you get the sunsets. So location matters. This floor plan, you can find it in different areas in Mandalay Bay. And depending on boat dock size and location, the price will be significantly different. So this particular property is pretty original. It's listed at $1,399,000. It has a 40-foot easement. And most people go, how big's the dock? Well, the dock really doesn't matter. It's all about the easement. Easement is measured from the seawall to the end of the piling. And one thing to consider is that your deck can hang 6 feet off the seawall. So if you have a boat, you really don't want it to be too tight to the seawall because when tides go up, your boat's gonna hit your deck and that can cause some damage. As I mentioned, prices do vary a lot. There's actually one currently listed for sale now, just under $2,700,000. Same exact floor plan as this. The difference is it has a 100-foot dock and a 40-foot dock. So the dock size does matter and it brings significant changes in the price when you're looking to buy a home out here in Mandalay Bay. So other things to consider about the actual home you're looking for is view. Prices do depend whether you're north facing, south facing, east facing, or in this case, west facing, as well as if you're on a wide channel or not. So if you're on the main channel, you're gonna have a wide channel going here. This is a side channel, so it's not as wide as something on the main, and prices do reflect that. So something like this same floor plan on the main channel could run you into the $3 million range. So location, dock size, those pay more of a big difference than actually the condition of the home. So one thing, you do share a wall here on this side of the harbor, but also you share boat dock space. So you have a 40-foot easement on your side, then also your neighbor has a 40-foot easement. Maintenance and such, that's usually split between both homeowners. So having a nice neighbor who wants a good upkeep on their dock is probably gonna be nice because you'll be able to split the cost with them. All right, let's go check out upstairs and I'll show you some of the nice features about this particular floor plan. As I mentioned, second largest floor plan, just second to the Bristol. It's a 4-bedroom floor plan, which is also nice. Most of these floor plans are 2-bedroom and 3 bedrooms. You do have an attached 2-car garage as well. But I'm gonna show you something that this floor plan gives you that really you can't find unless you buy something newer. All right, so here we are here. We're approaching the west side of the property. Primary bedroom here. You have a deck off the bedroom. You have 2 decks also off of the 2 bedrooms in the back. This room right here, which at one time was probably a cool study, I'm gonna show you what people are doing with this floor plan now. So if you're like me, your wardrobe consists of just jeans, shorts, and a couple golf shirts. You don't need much closet space. But if you do need closet space, this floor plan actually allows you to push the closet back into that room we just saw, and now you have a large walk-in closet. What also frees up some space is over here, because now you don't need this closet space over here. So you have the ability to now make a larger primary bathroom. And of course, if you don't need all this closet space, you can also attach the guest bathroom upstairs and make that a little bit larger. So let's go see this same exact floor plan that is remodeled so you can see exactly what I was telling you you can do to it. Yeah, so like I was saying, this Farringham floor plan is located throughout the harbor. You typically find it on a corner, on a green belt. This location is one of the best locations in the harbor. This is on a green belt, on the main channel, same exact floor plan, but Keith, you guys did a lot of work to this. So
yeah, we
walk
did.
us through that.
Yeah, we did quite a bit. If you've seen the standard model, this was almost all wall. There was a large fireplace right in the middle of the view. So we knocked everything down. There was a wet bar, took that out. With the fireplace gone, we put all glass across the bottom. These homes are all 20 across the back. These are all 28 feet wide, and we got like 26 feet of glass. And then we took out all the countertops and put in a big bar area, and then went kitchen all the way down. And in the back behind the kitchen was the laundry room. We moved it upstairs and made that one very large pantry. So it came out nice. And so it's all open.
Is this one of the only floor plans that you can do that has a downstairs bedroom, full bath, and then did you also add on to your closet, or did you add on to the bathroom? What'd you do upstairs in that area?
So in the upstairs area, when you get to the top of the stairs, there was a kind of an open area. We captured that and put it into the master. So we built a pretty large master closet and then a little bit bigger master bedroom.
So you can do both of those. You can do.
Yeah, you can do both.
When you leveled off the flooring and you got rid of all the step downs, you also brought the deck up, or did you keep the deck? So
yeah. So the deck. That's an excellent point, Gary. So these floor plans were 3 levels. It stopped about here, and this dropped down 2 steps, and over here 1 step. So we brought it all up to 1 level. So we had to raise the deck commensurate with that height, which really gives it a lot more expansive look when it's all at 1 level than without the fireplace blocking the view.
So obviously you're biased, you live in this floor plan, but why do so many people like this floor plan?
1 bedroom down.
Well, so it's still a full bedroom and bath downstairs, and then full 4 bedrooms as well. So it's 4 bedroom, 3 bath. It's the only one like that. Most of them are 3 bedrooms. So, but having the full bed and bath is downstairs. Downstairs, I mean, is kind of nice. Our clientele tend to be in their 50s and 60s, and their babies are having babies, and then the grandparents have a place downstairs without having to go upstairs. And a lot of them comment too, because it's one of our forever. We'll be up here full time at some point, and then we don't have to go upstairs.
Right.
We don't want to. We'll come downstairs and put the kids upstairs.
And can you add on to? I mean, there's other floor plans that you can add up on. Can you add up on this floor plan?
Yeah, on the second story, you can go out the front about 12 feet. You can go out the back. There's a large deck over the right up here, but on the master. A lot of people have captured that. Because a lot of times you don't sit out on your upstairs deck that much. You can make the master a lot bigger and the bath a lot bigger. We've had people actually lower this a bit and capture a lot more space for the master bath. But it's still plenty big, and we kind of like the openness of this. But
for the record, do you think main channel or dock size, which do you think adds more value to a property?
That's a hard call. I would say in general, probably location. So we always talk, it's the house, it's the location, and then it's the dock size. But the point is, it's hard to beat a corner home that has 180 feet of boat dock, but most of those tend to be like right across the channel here. Most of them are on the main channel. But I think it's location, greenbelt, main channel, view, and then how much dock. We're a little wider because we're on a greenbelt. I believe the one we have on
Jamestown.
God, is a little bit wider as well. And 5 feet doesn't sound like a lot, but we're able to get in 2 docks instead of 1. So we have the Duffy, and then we got the tiki bar, all within the 33 feet.
So could you add another dock out towards the water without it piling, or do you need to just go across the length of the property line?
Well, we put in another pylon.
You
You don't necessarily have to, but I want a full dock size. So we put a pylon on. You'll see a lot if you're just supporting you have a regular, let's say your ocean cruiser in the middle, and on the outside just a Duffy. You can put a 4-foot wide dock out 16 feet as opposed to the full 40, and you really don't need a pylon. But we did the full deal.
Could you do that on Jamestown? Could you add another pylon to Jamestown?
Yeah.
You can.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well, I got to change my answer, but tell buyers you can do that. But that's good to know. Like, so is that all done? Obviously, city. Anybody else involved in that process?
Yeah, no, it's all permitting. It's all city, pretty much. I mean, the city will want some harbor involvement, but not a lot, because the Harbor Patrol really doesn't monitor past the bridge anymore. So it's just a city permit. It's fairly straightforward, but it takes a little while to get the permitting done. But there's a guy that comes out usually twice a year with a pile driver. So it can take a few months to wait for his schedule to come out and drive the pile. But,
right.
But it's.
I got a random question for you, but I've always wanted to ask this. A lot of buyers, they buy in here and they're like, well, we just want to find a place and see if we like it.
Right.
And then they realize they love it. And they're like, okay, now our family's going to come out, or we want a bigger boat. So how many of your deals traditionally are made off market? Because I feel like you have a database of people from 20 years. They're like, Keith, if this ever comes up, we want to buy it. Arlene, if this ever comes up, we want first in line. It happens more so in this market though, right? So just another reason why.
Yeah, without doing a little research, it'd be hard to put a percentage on it, but I would say, probably 15 to 25% of the people, once they buy, look for something else.
In the harbor, though.
In the harbor.
In the harbor.
Yeah,
they're not like moving, so it's all.
No, they want a bigger house or better location, or, main channel. Because a lot of people, they just want a boat dock home and want to get one right away. And then they get out here and get out on the water. And that's why I always show them ours when they're seeing houses, to kind of see the difference. Obviously, there's a cost gradient in there of $300,000-400,000 to be here versus, let's say, up by Harbor Boulevard.
Right. So if you're watching this and you are in the market to buy a home and you're thinking about using your third cousin's roommate because they sold your first home back in Vegas, you might want to reconsider working with somebody local if you're serious about it, because the truth is a lot of these good homes and these good locations, they do go before they ever go on the market.